Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. It is late and I'm trying to get my words together and figure out exactly what I need to tell you guys. So we'll just go ahead and get started. Tonight, I'm going to be talking about canvases. Okay? What are the differences of canvases? The kind that you see in the art store. You know, the store that you go to get your supplies, or you have a project, or you want to try out painting, or you maybe have a paint party coming up. Well, let me explain to you why some of the canvases are different, okay? And how you can find the one that suits you. So I'll just start by explaining to you about some of the canvases that I have on hand. I'll show you those canvases, and then after I show you those canvases, or maybe even as I'm showing this canvas, I'll tell you a little bit about them, and then I'll tell you why I like them, and then just let you know what works best with me. Yes, I have notes, okay? I don't remember all this stuff. Then I'm going to tell you the difference between large canvases versus small canvases, beginner versus professional canvases, level 1 to level 3, for example, different pricing. Also, tips for what's the best canvas for like a paint party that you're about to throw. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get started. So I will start off with, this is incomplete. I do not like showing incomplete artwork. Okay, but I'm only showing it because I could not find a canvas that was blank. All my canvases that are blank are in the garage. They're in store. They're put up. Okay. Yes. So I'll just show you a few. So here's a small canvas. Okay, this measures. I have my little ruler here because I don't know what size this is. This measures, let's see, about 5 inches. 0 starts like a little bit further in, you know. So this is 5 by 5. So 5 inches by 5 inches. To give you an example, here's one of those regular styrofoam cups. I use this for my water. Been had it for like years. Anyway, so this is just one of those little, little cups. So that's about it. Just to give you an idea, 5 by 5. This works perfect for just small projects that you have around the house, or this comes in a pack. So you will find this size in a pack probably of 6, possibly 9, maybe 3, but they're really cute. You can paint little designs on them and put them along your wall. Here's one that is definitely incomplete, just something I was sketching, playing around. I've gone over this. A lot of times what I do with my canvases is I use them like to sketch paintings on, practice paintings on, and then I may show like a client like, hey, this is what I'm working on so far. What do you think about this? If they like it, I'll say, okay, it seems like they like it. Let's move forward with it. This particular painting that I'm about to show you is just something I was playing around with. Okay, don't judge me. So this is, I believe this is 5. This is 5 by 7. So this is like this is the same size of the prints that you get at the store, right? About the same size, 5 by 7. Okay. So this is that size. And then let me go up a few more. I typically don't work on small sizes unless I'm practicing. I have not gotten a request for a small size canvas. Everybody wants to be bigger. Here's a 9 by 12. This is in the works. Okay. I think I do offer this one in my store minus the thing. They're all made to order. But anyway, this is 9 by 12, okay? So let me show you. This is 5 by 7 and 9 by 12, okay? So it's just getting a little bit larger. Now, here is, I would call this like a default canvas size for me. This is just what I tend to go to, but just recently I've started changing my canvas size. I noticed that smaller or really large works better for me. So anyway, this is 16 by 20, okay? So this is 16 by 20. So this is about the size of a poster, a little bit smaller than the standard poster size, right? It's pretty large. So this is 16 by 20. And then there's some canvases that are even larger. if you look in some of my videos that I have down below, I have some that are like twice, 3 times as big as this that I practice and play on. I think the one with the red wine, the glass of red wine, it's a little crooked. I did not have any red wine before then. It was just crooked, okay? And then the one with the, I think I did one with a music artist or something like that. Blonde hair, the hoops, just like a, kind of like a abstract kind of deal, contemporary, blah, 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 whatever you want to call it. And then this is it's not a custom size canvas. This canvas is like longer than it is shorter. You see that? Look how big it is. My gosh. I think this is 20. Let me see. Let me just measure it real quick because it'll come to me once I measure it. You know how sometimes stuff don't come to you until you start to put together and you're like, oh yeah, I remember. So yeah, this is 12 by, this is 12 by 24. So you will find this in the store as well. These are pretty common. The sizes that I'm showing you are pretty common to find. You can find a bunch of other sizes, but these are like some that are typically always there, you know. So this is my cactus. I love this. I have it up in my shop. I think I might turn it into a print because I really like it. Anyway, so those are the different size canvases, and as I told you before, they come much larger. I have this huge one over my bed. Sometimes canvases come on sale. I don't pay full price for canvases. I wait till they come on sale. So just so you know, some stores twice a year do 3 canvases for the price of 1. So those big, large canvases, which I would love to, if I can just show you some of, maybe I'll like somehow figure out how to put pictures in here so you can see what I'm talking about as I'm going. So maybe I'll do that. So anyway, huge canvases and 3 for 1. So those big ones that I'm showing you, those cost anywhere from $75 to $100 and up. Okay. I have only bought full price for one of them because I need them for a commission, but I try and get them in bulk or get them during the sales. Okay. That way, it's just better. I don't like paying full price for stuff like that. Okay. No. So anyway, so the big canvases, those are really, I don't even know how many feet they are by each other, but I have one in the living room, which is the island art, which I posted before, and then you can probably find it on my blog. And then I have the one above my bed, which I posted on my social media, but I'll probably need to put some more photos up there because I don't think people can really see the scale. And then I have another one of Vibes Cartel down in my garage. That was my first kind of big portrait face painting. Now that we talked about the different canvas sizes, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the different types of canvases. So there are some canvases that are level 1 and there are some canvases that are level 3. Okay, so when you go in the store and you see some canvases like, you know, and it says level 1 beginner, that's what they're typically for. It's not a very large investment. Some of the quality may not be that good. Now, I've gotten some canvases that are level 1 that are great quality. Most of mine here are really good quality. So it just depends on what you like. Then you have level 2, which is intermediate, medium, a little bit better quality. You know, you won't find too much issues with it. And then you get to level 3, which there shouldn't be any issue with them. Okay. And I'm going to show you the difference real quick. So level 1, you see how thin this is? Okay, just look at this. I'm going to measure it for you. Not all of them are like this now, but typically beginner canvases are a lot thinner. They don't have much depth to them. So this is like half an inch. Okay, this is only like half an inch. But this is good quality. Okay, I've had this canvas a while, and then I finally decided to paint over it and give it to someone, to offer it, you know, to gift it to someone, whatever you want to call it. but it's actually really good quality. Now there's some level one canvases that when you get them, they're like shaken. Like you can move these pieces of wood back here. You can see like scrapes and dents and stuff. They're, if you look at them straight, they're bowed, like they're, you know, little. It's just the quality isn't that great. Not on all of them, just some of them. So when you go to the store and you're like, I'm gonna get these canvases. This is a good price. Be sure you check to make sure that when you get the canvas, just take one out and just kind of jiggle it a little bit. Don't put too much force on it, you know, if you're real strong, but give a little jiggle. And if that sucker moves, like if that canvas like moves or feels a little janky, put it back. Try another one, okay? Because it will mess up a really good artwork. The last thing you want is to spend hours, if it takes you that long, spend hours on a painting, really like it, only to find out that the canvas is busted, okay? It's happened to me. You know, I can show you an example. Those are my play canvases. When I get a canvas that's a little janky, see this one? Oh, you can't really tell, but see, when I got it, it's got like a hole in it right here. It's got some issues, a hole down here. I didn't see these holes until after the fact, okay? As a matter of fact, I bought these in bulk. I'll explain that later. But actually, I'll just tell you now because I'll probably forget later. So when you buy canvases in bulk, especially the level one canvases are the only ones that I know that come in bulk in the store. When you buy them in bulk, they come all lined up, right? So see, they're all lined up like this. You get all these canvases, right? And it's a bunch of them. You can only see the front, the canvas that's in the very front, and the canvas that's in the very back. You do not know what's in the middle. This is why I started to stray away from buying in bulk like that. If they were wrapped that way, because I kept finding that more and more the canvases that I was getting were messed up. They had holes in them and stuff. So I just got tired. When you do a lot of painting, you get tired of like, oh gosh, I got to throw another one away or turn it into a play canvas. It worked out for me because I ended up using this for my turnip painting with vegetables. Get it? It was so fun. Yeah. Anyway, so when you buy in bulk, those large packs, be careful. Like if you're buying for a painting party and you're getting some canvases, they could be damaged. Now, I will say this is 16 by 20. It happens more often with the larger canvases that come in bulk. If you get smaller canvases in bulk, like these, something this size, this is 14 by 14. It won't happen that often. If you have one, you might have one in there that's messed up, maybe. But for the most part, it's with these larger canvases. And also, this canvas came black. It came painted black. For whatever reason, when I get canvases that are already pre-colored, they're just not good quality. I don't know if it's primed that way. I don't know if it's just because the paint they use. I'm not sure what's going on with that. But if you're tempted to buy a canvas that's all red, all purple, all yellow, all black, I haven't seen any of those except the black ones and the gray ones, I believe. It's a good chance that if you buy them in bulk, there's a good chance a few of them are going to be messed up. So my advice to you, if you're doing a painting party or a get together or something like that, and you want to make sure all the canvases are good quality, you can do a couple of things. You can buy them individually, like during a sale or something. If you happen to buy them in bulk and, you know, this party's important to you, you know, it's not like for play or anything like that, then go ahead and get more than what you need is what I'm saying. So if you need 20 and 10 come in the back, I would go ahead and get 30. And me, I'd probably even get 40 just because I know that a lot of times they come in bulk. Now, this doesn't happen to everybody. It could just happen to me. I don't know. But that's just what I've experienced over the years. I will say, though, if you go to, it depends on what store you go to and what kind of canvases they are. You can find better brands, you know, where you won't have that issue. So anyway, let's just go on to the next thing. Level 1, level 2, level 3. So as I was saying, level 1, it's thinner. Look at this wood back here. So it has, wood obviously. And if you see the ratio to the actual canvas, this material here, to the wood, it's not that much wood. It's stapled down properly. This is a good canvas, but it's not that much space. Let me show you. Level 2, intermediate. You see that? Look how much wood is here compared to this one. It's thicker, right? And also, intermediate is not only thicker, it's a little bit, let me see how many inches this is. This is just slightly over half an inch, slightly. So intermediate is very sturdy, okay? Very sturdy. It's even a little heavier, okay? A little bit heavier than a level 1. So when you pick up a level 1 canvas or a beginner canvas, it's a lot lighter. It's easier to handle. This one is a little bit heavier. They're all easy to handle, but what I'm saying is intermediate, it's a little bit heavier, a little bit thicker. The wood may even be, this wood is even a little bit darker. It's a lot sturdier, okay? You don't have to worry about too much. I get intermediate every so often, and I typically accidentally get intermediate. It's not something I go, oh, I'm going to go just and get intermediate. I'm either going for beginner or I'm going for the level 3. But intermediate, they're very good. It used to be back in the day, mainly all they had was these intermediate style canvases labeled as beginner back in the day. Now, I guess they found a way to make them cheaper, and so they got beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So yeah, that's just what I've experienced, what I've noticed in the store. I do a lot of shopping, especially for art supplies. So let's go to level 3, right? So this is level 3. You see that? So the difference between the intermediate, the beginner, and level 3 is this is thicker as far as the depth is. So this is about 1.5 inches, right? It's about 1.5 inches, and then look at the back. Also, if you look at the side, it's deeper too. There's some depth to it. I love level 3. It's professional. It's a little bit more professional looking. Oh, that's a package. It's a little bit more professional looking. It's definitely sturdier. And I don't know, I just like it. It has a different quality to it. Not to say the other ones aren't bad, because technically, yes, the canvas elevates the art, but the art makes everything, right? I've made some good works on paper. I made some great works on beginner. It just depends, right? But if you're going for a professional quality, you want the high-end stuff. For example, you go to level 3 canvases. This one by itself was like $15 for a canvas, maybe more. This is 9 by 12. So let me show you the difference just so you can see it. And actually this is a level 2 canvas. So this is 9 by 12, level 2, 9 by 12, level 3. You see that difference? And then level 1 beginner, I don't have a 9 by 12 on me, but it'll be about this size, except the wood won't be so thick. You see that depth? You see the difference now? So, yeah. Does the canvas make the art? No. But can a canvas elevate the art? Yes, it can. In my opinion, everybody's different. So here's another thing, large versus small. So if you are new to painting, or you've been painting for a while and you're maybe getting into, I want to start painting on a canvas, a ready to hang canvas, then I would suggest starting off smaller. I started off using 16 by 12. That's just because what was available to me. Okay. But I noticed that it takes up a lot of paint, but I did not notice it took up so much paint until I actually started using a smaller canvas, like how much surface area I had to. I found out that with the smaller canvases, it was a lot easier to put details in. I don't know why. It was just a lot of smaller details, that sort of stuff. This is just an abstract, just some random stuff from my head. But yeah, so it was just a lot. I can put more detail in it, okay? I don't know how to explain it, I just could. So basically, when you're doing like an art party, or you are maybe doing a project for the house, depending on what size canvas you want and what kind of investment you're willing, wanting to make, beginner canvas can work fine. If you're looking for a more professional look, level 3 canvas, okay? You can tell that it's level 3 because it's thicker. It's a lot thicker wood. It's got more depth to it. This even has 2 pieces of wood put into it. So here's one piece it looks like, and here's another piece that kind of joins together. It's a lot more sturdier. It's going to hold up a lot longer, right? Also, if you're doing a party or an event and you're trying to figure out what's the best size for everyone, you got to look at it like this. How much time do you have? What level are the people coming to the party? If they're new to painting, having this large size canvas is a lot of surface to cover, right? So you can go with this, but this is a lot of surface. It's a lot of paint to cover. I would personally start off with something smaller, like a 9x12. This is enough for someone to cover, get done, because you got to look at the time. You're teaching people how to paint. If they have no experience whatsoever, a larger canvas is going to be just a lot to manage. It's going to be a lot to fill. It's not that much to cover. When you're going over it, people can finish this. Basically, when you're hosting a painting party, you want people to be able to finish the artwork. I don't think you would want them to go home with unfinished artwork, because remember, the painting has to dry too. So when you got a 16x20, this is a lot of paint to dry. Acrylic does dry fast, but it's a lot of paint to dry because you got to go in layers and steps and that sort of thing. Now you can always use blow dryers and stuff. That's a whole nother thing. But depending on how many people you have at the party, 16x20 is a lot. If you start with something smaller, and especially if it's your first time, you can kind of gauge where everything is at. I think I had some students, they had, I think, about a 9x12 canvas sheet, and they were able to finish, and they had told me, I'm so happy that I was able to finish. I've been to other paint parties and I was not able to finish. And so that's a huge thing. You want to send people home with, their little gift. So I just want to throw that out there. So if you're unsure about the painting party or which canvas to get for a painting party, typically I would get level 1, especially if it's a bunch of beginners. And I would also get level 1, a smaller size canvas, okay? Now, these would be like for children, just because they can finish them a lot quicker, and then they can go on to the next thing. All right, or you can have multiple canvases for them to paint, once they get bored. But you just got to look at what are the people into, that sort of thing, right? What's their skill level, and it's just trial and error, just getting in there and doing it. So let's see. So like I mentioned before, my favorites are the level 3 because it's thicker, it's more durable, and they're just better. They just look more professional. However, I do a lot of painting on the beginner too. Okay, so it just depends, and I just make sure to do the test to jiggle the canvas a little bit. I don't tend to buy those large packs, especially in the store, because they tend to come pretty beat up. And as far as shipping, I think I've got some stuff shipped to me, and some of them, it was like a 70-30, most of them were good. There was a few that was questionable, but that's how that goes. What works best for me, if I am doing practice art, right, just sketching, I just use a smaller one. Okay, that's just so I can cover a larger surface quickly. If I am doing something like for my room or my home, I go as big as I can because I want something big. And it takes time to make those creations, okay? It takes time, but it's well worth it in the end. So, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Hopefully this helped you. I know this is a long explanation about the different sizes of canvases. you know, which ones you should get, which one you shouldn't get, or, you know, you should probably get. I hope it helps because there's a lot of stuff that I just learned over the years. It took me time to kind of figure out, and I didn't realize that some people don't know these things. I just thought, you know, you just kind of knew. But it wasn't until I started teaching that I realized people really don't know this stuff. So hopefully this helps you. If you liked it, let me know, and I'll have some more videos, okay? I'll see you guys next time. Bye.